Hi, I'm Delilah.
I'm Iggy.
And this is the 3 p.m. project.
Take it away.
Chloe and Zach. Hi, my name is Chloe.
And my name is Zach. Today I'm drawing a cheetah.
And I'm drawing a diamond. We hope you enjoy! So first we start with the base. A bit wonky. We go to the top. Now I like to do a little line through the middle so then you know where to draw your triangles at the top. And from the connecting of every triangle, you put a line straight down the middle. Then you start with the crown. Now you can do some patterns in the crown if you want. And then you go on with the shading inside the triangle for the diamond. And you can do little patterns inside the top part of the crown if you want. And then you're done.
First, you start with the nose. Then you go down to a line up here. That. Come down, just touching the edge of the nose. Here, then you just have to go a little bit close and you come down and you go up here, come down here. Then you do the cheek, you do a little E. Then come up here. Do another E. And come all the way back here for its neck. And then you do a line up here and then you do an eye. And then you do a line here. That's just a bit big. And then, just gonna fix this up a little. It's a bit weird. And there you have it.
Wow, Zach and Chloe, you are really good drawers. Now to Jake reading one of his writing pieces. And I'm going to be reading this story called The Misbehaved Corn Dog. Crap, the stone I'm sitting on breaks, and inside is a corn dog with mouth, ears and eyes. He yells, "Oi, what was that for? I was happy in there. Don't you have any respect?" I'm sorry, I mumbled. Well, sorry isn't good enough. Give me 50. Now the only reason I have to do 50 push-ups is because I sat on that corn dog's silly rock in my backyard, which, by the way, was his home. I start doing push-ups, and the corn dog runs into Steve's backyard with a match. He farts on it, and then boom, Steve's house exploded. Then the corn dog runs into the school. He ties everyone in skipping ropes, including the teachers. Well, that meant no school. Next, he sneezed on the zoo. It was covered in snot. It was a disaster, and I was the only one who could help. I knew exactly how to do that. I knew exactly how to get him to run into my mouth. I had to run far and wide to do that because it was running 50 miles a minute, but he started to walk, so I picked him up and shook him.
Jake the Writing Warrior, that's a good writing piece. Time for the teacher, interviewing with Ella and Jala.
Hi, I'm Ella.
And I'm Jala.
And this is Ms. Hannon. Is it okay if we ask you a few questions?
Yes, please, girls.
Do you have a pet?
No, I don't have a pet. I used to have one when I was growing up always, but I'm not home enough to look after one, so I don't have one anymore.
So do you enjoy teaching?
Yes, I love teaching, of course I do.
What's teaching like?
What's it like? It's very challenging, but lots of fun.
What's your favourite animal?
Favourite animal would be a giraffe.
I think giraffes and zebras are friends because they live in the same habitats.
I agree. Lucky they are friends.
They probably are. Who's your favourite student?
Oh, I have so many. I don't think I could narrow it down to just one, so I'll say all my students.
What are your favourite hobbies?
Favourite hobbies? I like to go down to the beach, and I like to read a good book, and can we say eat chocolate?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like doing that too.
Same. Thanks for the info, Miss Hannon.
You're welcome.
Back to the studio. Bye.
Right. Good job, you got some good information. Thanks, Miss Hannon. Now for the quiz with Ellie and Lois.
Hi, my name is Lois. This is Allie, and we are doing the quiz today. What is the slowest animal in the world? Manatee, Gila monster, seahorse, slug, koala bear, giant tortoise, sloth.
Wow, there were some pretty hard questions. I'm excited to see the answers. Now for cooking with Piper and Anouk.
I'm Anouk and this is Piper, and we're going to be interviewing Miss Main. Hi Miss Main, what's the Bubba Iron Chef about?
The Iron Chef is a chance for the grade 3s and grade 5s to use one ingredient from the garden. So the 5s are using pumpkins and the grade 3s are using eggs. And the idea is that you create a recipe around that ingredient.
Why is the edible garden so important?
The edible garden is important for so many reasons. One of the big things this year is that we want to reduce the waste around the school. So we bring a lot of our food scraps down here for compost and the worms. We recycle things down here. It's a good opportunity for people to plant things, life cycles, to learn about nature. There's so much you can do with the edible garden.
Why do we need the chickens in the edible garden?
Well, chickens just help break down some of the food scraps that we give to them, and they can turn that into good soil for us. They lay eggs for us, and it's just nice to have something living down in the garden that we can take care of. Plus their eggs make money for us.
Why did you choose to teach sustainability?
I really enjoyed teaching sustainability the last few years in grade 3 with Mr Cornish and Mrs Rudland. So when I retired, Mr Waters offered me this position, and I just do sustainability, which is great. That's all I teach, and I'm really learning lots.
Why do we sell eggs?
We sell eggs so we can buy food for the chickens, and it also gives us a bit of money to play with to buy plants for the garden.
Bye, back to the studio.
That looks really good. Amazing job. Now time for the sports report with Kim and Oscar.
Hi, my name is Oscar and this is Tim and we're doing the sports report. First up, surfing. Toledo won for men.
And Courtney Collog won for the girls. Next up, soccer. Adelaide United beat Western Sydney Wanderers in the A-League final. Next up, rugby. First on the ladder is Crusaders, then Stormers, Lions, Brumbies, Chiefs, Highlanders, Hurricanes, Bulls, Sharks, Waratahs, Blues, Rebels, Cheetahs, Jaguars, Reds, Force, Samwolves, Kings. Reds bet the Cheetahs, Chiefs bet the Sharks, Force lost to the Bulls, Blues bet the Rebels, Highlanders bet the Brumbies, Lions lost to the Hurricanes, Stormers lost to the Waratahs, Jaguars bet the Kings, Surf Coast bet East Barwon, Surf Coast bet Barwon, Surf Coast bet Surfside Waves.
Now we have AFL. First, Kangaroos. Second, Cats. Third, Sydney. Fourth, Bulldogs. Fifth, Giants. Sixth, Hawks. Seventh, Eagles. Eighth, Crows. Ninth, Demons. 10th, Power. 11th, Suns. 12th, Carlton. 13th, St Kilda. 14th, Collingwood. 15th, Tigers. 16th, Lions. 17th, Bombers. 18th, Freos. Collingwood lost to Carlton. Richmond lost to Hawthorn. Geelong bet West Coast. Sydney bet Essendon. Gold Coast lost to Melbourne. Bulldogs bet Adelaide. Freo lost to GWS. St Kilda nearly bet North Melbourne. Port bet Brisbane Lions. Under 10s, now my league. Torquay Shearer bet Leopold. Back to the studio.
Wow, that's a lot of sports and information. Time for Belgrade Bulletin.
Hi, my name is Maisie. This is Alec and this is Lois. We are doing a Belgrade Bulletin today. The grade 3s have put out white compost bins with a lid that is tied on to the bucket, and we are emptying them every lunchtime. On Saturday, the 8th of May was the Mother's Day, and the grade 3/4s have had swimming for 2 weeks. Back to the studio! Bye!
Our school is awesome. Keep it up, Belgrade. Now time for the specialist interview with Rory and Tegan.
Hi, my name is Billy and this is Liam. This is Moody.
Hi guys.
How long have you been teaching sport?
I've been teaching sport at Belgrade for 4 years.
Is it fun to teach?
It's great fun to teach. I love being outside with everyone during the day, even when it's cold. Yeah.
What have you been teaching the year levels this year?
This year we've had athletics and we've had orienteering and golf, a little bit of football, and we're going to do some volleyball next.
Has sport changed over the years?
Certainly changed from when I went to school, Liam. When I went to school we didn't get to do as many fun things as we do now. We mostly did cricket and football and netball and tennis.
What materials have you used?
We've used lots of balls, so footballs, netballs, basketballs. We've used all the athletics things like hurdles and high jump, the long jump, triple jump, so the sand pit. We've also used golf clubs, golf balls.
What type of sport do you mostly teach?
What type of sport? Well, I try to make sure we have lots of different sports, Liam, because everyone has different interests. So that's why we added in things like the orienteering and golf, and next term we'll also have some different sports to make it interesting.
When is the new sport shed going to open?
The new sport shed is now open. We're just mainly using it as a storage for our sports equipment.
Is it fun running sports day?
Yeah, the sports days are great. I love our whole sports days. Lots of work involved, but lots of fun.
Back to the studio. Hi, I'm Rory and this is Tegan. And we're here with Mrs. Grace. Are you okay if we ask her some questions?
I would love you to.
What have you been teaching the different year levels in art?
Well, we've been doing lots of things. With the grade preps, we've been looking at colour, and we've been doing some clay work, and so they can start to understand form. They've been rolling beads, and then we've been doing threading. With the grade ones, we've been doing their things, living things, and they've been looking at birds. There's some of their bird pictures there, and also colour and texture. With the grade threes, we've been looking at sea turtles, and we've done some incredible sea turtle drawings which are on display, and we're up to 3D construction now, making money boxes. And with the grade sixes, we have just finished massive drawings based on spirit totems related to their family.
What materials have you been using?
Oh, lots and lots. We've been using paper and coloured pencils, mod rock, paints, watercolour, crayons to create a wax resist. Pretty much all the materials in this art room we've been using recently.
Can you explain kind of how you teach it?
Yeah, sure. We do an inquiry, so we'll look at an artist, just say with the grade preps. We looked at an artist called Hundavasa, and we looked at all the colours and all the shapes and how he thought about his artwork, and then we took all those ideas and created a painting based on that. With the grade threes, we'll think about money, what artists like using money, what artists have made artworks with money, and then we'll also ask the question, why is money important, and why is saving important, and is it important to you? And then create a money box for you guys.
How long have you been teaching art?
I've been teaching art a long time, and I still love it. I've been teaching for probably 26 years, not in the same school, different schools, which has been really good. And I taught overseas one time too, in London for 3 years.
Is it fun to teach art?
It's the best job in the world. That's all I can say. My daughter asked me recently, Mum, if you could have any job in the world, what would it be? And I said, this is the truth. I said, art teacher. And she said, no, any job. I said, definitely art teacher. It's the best job in the world.
Has art changed over the years?
Yeah, definitely. I think art has changed over the years because I think kids have changed over the years. I think you think differently. I think you sit in the world differently. I love your ideas. I love what you're looking at in the world and what you're using. I think technologies have also changed how we make art. So yeah, I think it's changed because you're changing and I'm changing. And I think we have to change for art to change.
What types of art do you mostly teach, like drawing, painting, clay work?
Pretty much everything. I'll do 3D, I'll do drawing, I'll do painting, I'll do textiles. Yeah, pretty much everything.
How much kids like art?
I asked the kids because you asked me that question prior, and I asked every class, who likes art? And I said, you don't have to put your hand up if you don't, but pretty much I think we've got every child at Belgrave who loves art, which is a great thing for Mrs. Crozier and myself.
Yeah.
And for you guys more so, that you love it.
Back to the studio. Bye.
Thanks for having me. It's great.
Nice. Thank you, Miss Grace and Miss Mooney. Now time for the quiz answers with Lois and Ali.
If you said a sloth, you were correct.
Now time for the parrot interview with James.
So Scott, what do you do for a business?
Well, I work in a couple of family businesses, but I've got my own business as well in finance, where we help people borrow money to buy things, big things like homes and new cars and boats and holidays and stuff.
Yeah. What is it like?
Very exciting and rewarding because we get involved in very exciting times for people's lives, like buying a new house or a new car is very exciting, so it's great to be involved in that.
Okay, where do you work?
Well, I do have work from home in a home office, but I also share an office with my dad, Grandpa, in Melbourne, so I go to Melbourne twice a week too.
Yeah. How long have you worked for?
I've worked in the family businesses for about 12 years, and I've had my own business for about 3.5 years.
Yeah. What was it like when you won the 100-metre butterfly?
At the Deaf Olympics?
Yep.
Yeah, very exciting and rewarding. It was a lot of hard work, so it was a new experience and really good to represent my country and really proud. Yeah.
How much did you need to train for the Deaf Olympics?
Well, the Deaf Olympics was swimming in the pool, and I'm usually used to training and swimming in the surf. So for about a year, I think it was, before the Deaf Olympics, I was swimming and training in the gym twice a day, 6 times a week.
Yeah. What stroke did you do in the Pier to Pub? Can you tell us about that swim?
Okay, the Pier to Pub is a big open water swim in Lorne, where I think it's the biggest one in the world, where they have thousands of people go down and have a swim in it. So yeah, it's good times.
What was the temperature when you did the Pier to Pub? When you won?
Okay, yeah, that was about 10 years ago, so I can't remember the temperature exactly, but it is summer, so the temperature's usually warm, but the water is usually very cold still, so you still need to wear your wetsuit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back to the studio. Bye!
Nice information, thanks Scott. Now that's all for this 3 p.m. project episode.
Bye.